Good idea. All right, they can hear us now, by the way. They can hear us now. All right.
Should have
Far
done
off.
that. Oh,
It
Yeah,
works,
there we go.
but you can't go overboard. You got to be careful.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And I'm excited for your Friday event where you drink and do your event. Right?
Oh yeah, we do. We do the drinking night. That's so much fun. Honestly, people have such a blast, and uh, I look forward to it every Friday. Both these guys do. She skips out every now and then,
Right, right.
but I'm picking on you now.
All right. So we are live. Everyone, welcome to the Pink FM podcast. I'm your host, PinkKnight VR. I do these host every other week with my co-host Moon. You see over there. You gonna wave, Moon? Wonderful. Thank you. She's a little nervous. Anyways, glad y'all can make it in for another week. We have a very special episode with you guys, and this is an extra episode, so it's extremely special. We have JoshOsh and some of their crew, Punchy and Odin, over here. Super excited to have them in today, so thank y'all for giving us your time to make this happen. We're going to learn all about these crazy, cool people today. So basically, JoshOsh is a revolutionary and remarkable creator and event host on VRChat and has dedicated his life to bringing action and adventure to the residents of the virtual world. Words alone cannot describe the ambition and raw talent of this man, so we hope today will shed some light on the brilliance of JoshOsh, his team, and his adventures. And I'm so glad I'm saying your name right, because that was a tongue twister for me, by the way, at first. Like, JoshOsh.
Oh, I get it all the time.
Yeah, I was telling my boss.
People usually call me Josh. They get it all mixed up all the time, and that's fine. I'm not. It happens.
Oh, that's completely fine.
I'm sure.
Now I'm thinking about it. Where did that actually come from, JoshOsh? Like, how did that happen?
The moment I got online, when I was able to play online games and you were allowed to have the option to make your own name, I never could think of anything clever. So I was satisfied with I didn't hate myself. I didn't want to be anything else. I'm Josh. Okay, so
I'm
I
Josh,
made myself JoshOsh, and I never changed it. It's been like that since I was like picking up a PlayStation controller.
You didn't think they'd just put a bunch of X's in there and call it a day?
No, I definitely didn't want numbers in my name. I hate that stuff. When someone joins my lobby and they have nothing but numbers for name, all I want to do is throw you in the trash can.
It does kind of drive me nuts, honestly. But again, I'm so glad you guys are here, and I hope you're all having a good time. A good day. Y'all been doing good?
For sure.
Yeah, you had an event last night.
Been a good day.
So, like, are you usually like really tired?
Wednesdays again.
Yeah. So, like, are you exhausted?
I was last night I was. I'm fine now. I got some rest. But when we started the event last night, some people were late. So after the event was over and the staff team went back to doing whatever they wanted to do, I hung around for a little bit with some fans, and then some other people showed up and they're like, "All right, we're ready for the show." I'm like, "Dude, it's over. Go home." and I felt bad. I was joking with him, and there was this one guy. One guy came last night, and he's like, "Hey, I brought my buddy. I really want him to see what you got to do." And I was like, "All right, that's fine. Let's go have some fun." And then I did a second show in the middle of the night. We're doing only the skits.
Wait, you did a second show last night?
Because I did. I
What?
did. I repeated it over again, but only with myself.
Okay.
Because I couldn't do it without. I couldn't do the other skits without the staff team. So I originally built the show so I could just do the skits. And then when the community got bigger, I wanted everybody to be involved. So I started making skits where other people can volunteer, including guests.
Okay.
And so I just kind of skipped those ones if I can't do them by myself.
Wow. All right, so real quick, let's say for anyone that just has no idea who you are listening right now, could you like explain like what you do on VRChat, what we talked about last night, or what you did last night? Like, if you're introducing yourself to someone, could you do that?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, if you're into pop culture and you are obsessed with watching animations and things like that, it's kind of like I always have a hard time explaining it, but
I can't explain what you do. I've watched your show twice now.
It really is difficult. It's really one of those things you have to see to understand.
Yeah.
A lot of people, what we do is we usually jump to a lobby and we try to collect people to come to the show. New people. That's one of my favorite things to do. Is I don't like to wait for a sign-up sheet. I like to go grab the team. Let's go meet new people. Rescue those people from the mirrors and bring them to the show. And a lot of the times you run into people who don't trust you right away.
Of
and
course.
you have to win them over. And of course, some of them are miss out because they don't want to come. But when you win them over and they show up, oh my God, it's every single time. It's the best thing I've ever seen in VR. I've never seen anything like this before. And it really makes me feel good to hear that. These guys, you have anything to add to that?
It's nerve-wracking.
I don't know where.
It's not even. Look, it's not even their fault because I'm really good at explaining things to people, but like I try to tell people what you do, and I'm like, okay, so there's this thing.
I think dumbing it down makes it easier.
Yeah.
Pop culture, improv comedy.
Yeah, improv comedy.
Animations, adventure. Look, I'm gonna make you have a nostalgic moment. It doesn't matter what age you are; you're gonna enjoy it anyway. But a lot of the people who understand what these movies are and have seen these movies, there's people who cry at these skits.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
More than once. I was shocked when they're Josh, I was crying. It was amazing. I'm like, I don't understand it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you cry. It was special. It really meant a lot to them.
Yeah.
And they were happy, and that made me happy. I'm not happy unless they're laughing. In fact,
I love that.
The show can go kind of crappy if there's no laughter. And once they're having a blast, that only influences me to.
Yeah, I would actually unmute to laugh. I was in a voice call with the Moon, and I would unmute just to laugh because like I want y'all to make. I'm
glad you did.
just to let y'all know I'm enjoying the show because I would be laughing in our voice call, and I was like, I'm gonna unmute and laugh too every time.
No, I'm glad.
Yeah.
There was a crowd. There was a single crowd that we got that they were afraid. They thought they had to be quiet.
Oh, that happens.
So they were. I'm sitting here doing jokes, and I'm like, I hear crickets. They're not laughing. Everybody's mic must be muted. Nobody laughed. They thought they were supposed to be so quiet. And so I started putting signs up. You can talk. You're allowed to talk and laugh out loud. Unmute your mics.
Absolutely.
I felt it was weird. It was like, what is this, an audience or a mosaic?
Right, absolutely. And to better explain, it's a big adventure. I mean, it's in the name itself, JoshOsh Adventures. He takes you on this whole adventure with all these different movies, and you get to, like, experience them. Like, you're actually there from Jurassic Park, that happened last night. That was fun. And you do not want to miss it. Like, it's incredible. And we're going to make sure all this stuff is linked, all their info is linked in the description so you guys can actually hit up one of these events for sure. And last night, Moon. Oh, go ahead. What's up, Moon?
Guys. That's what it is.
Yeah,
all about you guys.
The way that I would describe it, since I saw it last night, is kind of like, imagine the old animations from like our childhood with like the old Disney movies where they had the
back in the 80s, your
afterwards.
childhood.
But yeah. Right. But imagine if you could interact with them. It's all interactive. Like, we went to Jurassic World skit, and there was a freaking dinosaur.
Yeah.
And people were coming up and touching this dinosaur, and it was really cool. Like, imagine all of like the animations that you like to enjoy as a kid, but you could go and interact with it yourself, kind of like an interactive children's museum, but like in VRChat. It was
absolutely.
The movies meant a lot to you, as the movies themselves mean a lot to all of us. I mean, they're part of our culture, part of pop culture in general, and just like everybody else, I love watching them over and over again. And I really wanted, when VR came out and I started doing the whole world building thing, I was like, I really just want to recreate where I want to be and relive my childhood again. And then it just turned into that.
Of course.
So really
incredible.
Really special. So reliving it is super special to everyone.
The Lion King scene
for sure.
made me cry.
The Lion King scene was good.
I'm gonna try again. There's more Lion King to come. I promise. I'm gonna try to make you cry
Lion
hardcore.
King, so please.
I'm gonna definitely kill his dad.
Ooh.
Well, that came out of context.
Yeah, see, I would love to experience more sadness in your show. I don't know if that sounds weird, like everything's like funny or like kind of spooky, scary, and like and all this entertainment. But like sometimes I'm like, oh, you actually there was one that made me extremely emotional. The first one I went to, at the very end, it was like the space one, and it was
Armageddon.
Armageddon, dude. I cried, and the person next to me.
It's an unfinished skit, by the way.
Oh, really? So
the reason that video even plays is because I never got around to finishing the rest of
it was perfect.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I only work on them when I'm in the mood. If I'm not in the mood to do it, I don't force myself, otherwise they won't.
Right, that makes sense.
I force myself to do it, so.
Well, of course.
I really hope to finish that one day.
Yeah, of
I'm
course.
glad you like that one though.
Oh yeah, I was like, man, I don't need to be crying, like, cause it was talking about a man and his daughter and stuff, and like, I have a daughter, so it made me really emotional. I was like, I don't need to cry, I'm not a baby, and then the girl next to me was like, and I was like, oh, thank God, I'm not the one.
You hear people, and then usually if I hear that stuff, I'll play something in the background like, "Oh, he's got some daddy issues."
For real.
And they start laughing, and they don't feel so bad
For
anymore.
real. Oh, dude, you always know how to make someone laugh. It's hilarious. But before we get into our questions, I would love for Punchy to introduce yourself. I mean, obviously, I know who you are, but let's let the audience know who Punchy is. Could you introduce yourself, please?
Let the world who you know.
Yeah.
Explain the candles.
Okay. Obviously, I'm Punchy. I'm Josh's partner, and side on my own time and whatnot.
This guy, slow down. You good, Punchy? Slow down, breathe. Yeah. So you're an artist. You're an amazing artist.
Caught you
Yeah.
off guard?
Yeah.
She is. She's got a lot of good art.
Mhm.
She really does.
Yeah, I'm an artist and a haunt actor outside.
Wow. Yeah,
she
haunt
participates
actor.
when she
A haunt
can.
actor. So spooky Halloween stuff, y'all. It's really neat.
Oh, she's obsessed with Halloween. She's got a dead guy in her trunk right now.
That's incredible.
I swear to God.
Twinsies! All right, that's a joke. Legal reasons. That's a joke. That's 100% a joke. Okay?
It really is a dead guy in her trunk. It's like a skeleton or something.
Oh, that's
like that. It's
awesome.
incredible.
Awesome. So when did y'all meet, actually? You guys?
We met in VR. She was actually a fan
Aw.
before we met, and then during my divorce, she was there to comfort me at the time. I was
Aw.
with another woman for over 12 years, and that's the
Wow.
one I had my child with.
Yeah.
And I went through a rough time, and she was like a best friend to me there,
Aw.
talking to me and she was always by my side, So one day after the dust settled, she just admitted her feelings, and now we're a poly couple.
That is so
her and I
sweet.
moved in. Odin lives with me now. We all live in the same
What?
house now.
That's incredible.
Myself, Punch, and Odin are all in the same house as we speak. And
What?
the other guy,
That internet's got to be great.
he's also in the house too. So the fans of the show, we all became family, and the ones that I trusted the most, I invited them.
That is so neat. So are you gonna have like a huge like JoshOsh Adventures house, like a TikToker house, and just the whole family's in there?
That's what I would love.
Yeah?
I would love to do something like that. At the moment I was explaining that I'm not currently working. I'm laid off at the moment.
Yeah.
So all I have is these guys. These guys are doing their best. They're the ones holding up the bill
Right.
of the house right now. I'm focusing on Unity and trying to do
That
some
is
commissions and stuff
incredible.
in the
What a
meantime until
team.
my work calls me back. But I assure you, if we ever get the funding to be able to pull it off, I'm going to continue to find the people I trust, and we'll just
Of
make a
course,
house. I'll
of
add on
course.
to the house. I'll make more rooms, buy more internet, get more power.
Yeah. So if I go homeless, I'm gonna join Josh's team. What's
Before,
up?
before you get any ideas,
What's
Pink,
up?
I am not moving in with you. Don't ask me to move in with you.
Yeah, she's.
All right, thanks for
moving in with us.
clarifying. Thanks for
Yeah.
clarifying. I appreciate that. Anyways, y'all make sure
Neighbors,
to
and that's it.
make sure to tip Josh. Y'all go to these events. There's you see these little QR codes to scan. Y'all can leave him a tip, do a donation, guys. Come on, he does these events free.
Yeah, it's completely free. The show itself is free. Even private events are free. I've had people go, how much is it, etc. It's completely free. And people donate when they can. The stuff that I'm working with is technically copyrighted material.
Right.
So I have to do it for free. You know what I mean?
Technically.
And so the only thing
Yes.
that I can legally get away with is you guys can donate, and then I can host other people's advertisements.
Of course.
for price, too.
Yes, he's accepting advertisements for what? You want to explain that real quick? For Worlds.
We
everything?
get over 60 people a show, and we walk them through these events. They travel through the world. They see these animations. Your advertisements would not just sit on a wall somewhere for everyone to ignore. They would actually be part of some of the skits now. I'm working on implementing them. So if there's a skit where a car explodes, we can put your ad there if you'd like to watch it.
For real.
And
Moon, what were you saying last night while we were watching? You were literally like, "This is for free."
Yeah, I really was.
I get that a lot too. I get that a lot. Dude, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm
It's
so glad
very
you said
cool.
that. That's
it's a
hilarious.
Very cool experience. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Josh could
Really,
easily be
I
like,
highly suggest checking it out.
oh yeah. Josh could easily be like, hey, here's like the first 15 minutes. Be like, all right, for all our paid guests, you're gonna get to enjoy the last hour and a half. Goodbye, all poor people. Goodbye, poor people.
Go back to your shanties.
Which that's something he could do, but he doesn't. I really admire that. It's really cool.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I honestly don't really. The money is not the goal. It really isn't. It's nice. Don't get me wrong. We all love
Of
money.
course.
It helps us fund our lives. But to be honest with you, I could do this every week with no income coming from it. The laughter and how happy these people get from it literally just keeps me alive. That is my fuel.
No, I love that.
110%.
I love that, and that's something I did not realize existed outside of Pinktopia. Like what I do, like me and our whole team, we host events all throughout the year: prom, Halloween, Christmas events, all these neat events, all for free. And then I'm like, man, I really wish other people did something like this. But it's all dance clubs. No offense to anyone that does dance clubs, don't come after me. But like, it's all like dance strip stuff, and it's all paid stuff. And I'm like, I really wish there was something else. And then Punchy introduced me to you, and I'm like, why I've not been seeing this?
And I love to put on the table, like, it is not a competition. It's super important. I would love to help your guys' group any way possible.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Scratch my back, you scratch your.
Yeah.
You know the saying.
Of course.
But it's so important that groups like ours take over VRChat. It'll make it a better place.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It'll make it what it's supposed to be. It'll give people influence to do the same thing.
Yeah, and we are looking for more groups like this. If y'all do something like Josh does, like I do, reach us out. Go into the comments, email me. I would love to work with you guys too. I know Josh would be interested in working with more like-minded people. So hit us.
My DMs are
hit
open.
us up. DMs are open, y'all. All right, so we're gonna get into these. Actually, I'm so bad. Odin, please introduce yourself. You're Mr. Quiet Guy over there.
It's fine.
We want to hear his voice, y'all. Listen to this.
Here comes the sexy voice.
Oh no.
My man.
Let me zoom in a little bit.
Zoom in and turn your earphones up.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeVille.
Oh my goodness.
I already said that. You stole it.
Tell us about
did.
yourself, Odin.
Yeah, my name is Odin.
Hey, Odin.
He's my best friend.
Yep. Me and Josh are pretty much best friends at this point.
Oh.
Technically family too.
We are, brother. I promise you.
Doing this with him and whatnot it brings out the nostalgicness of my childhood out because like stuff like Jurassic Park, Lion King, and whatnot, I grew up with as a kid.
Oh.
And it's fun to actually do the improv with everything regarding it because it makes me feel a little bit younger again and just relive those moments. And moving in here, like I was introduced to him during a really dark time in my life, and interacting and everything brought my mood back up. And where I am today, and how my mindset is, I have to thank them for it.
So like family. So Punchy was there for Josh going through a tough time. Josh was there for you going through a really difficult time. Yeah. Wow, that's family.
Odin's not the only one to go through all that stuff. I mean, a lot of people that are watching this can probably relate to anxiety and depression, etc. And when they come to these things, I get messages in my DMs all the time. You saved my life, or you made my day better. I was having such a hard time. I was ready to end it, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of us out there that I'm not the only guy that does it. There's a lot. I'm sure that if someone comes to your DMs, you do your best to make them feel better. And these events do just that. And I'm sure all the events that you guys are doing are also doing the same thing.
Oh, it makes me feel better.
I don't think a lot of people realize that.
Yeah.
The depression is so common, and these people are literally having a much better life, separating themselves from reality and coming to hang out with us.
Right. I like that. That's really sweet. Because that's a goal of ours, just to give people something to do, in the virtual world, because it's so dangerous out there in the real world. Like all these events going on, like even going to church is dangerous with all the crazy out there in the world. So when we provide entertainment here in the virtual world, like what's the worst can happen? Someone try to harass you for a second, but that doesn't go down in your world. I never see that. It's all really good
I had
people.
a SpongeBob humping my leg last week. I really didn't give a crap. It was fantastic. I was in the Black Cat, of course, but
Goodness.
That's something I like about VRChat, though.
Yeah.
You like.
What,
I
SpongeBob's
don't
humping
have...
legs?
No.
They probably were the SpongeBob.
I got confused there for a second.
I don't have like any IRL friends. I have my husband, and that's it. Like IRL, VRChat. Like I got on with Pink and a few of our other friends last night, and we were all just hanging out and having fun. Like I get to do that because of VRChat. Like I wouldn't be able to do that without.
I want to add to that.
Okay.
I want to add to that. She used the term IRL. I absolutely hate that term. Not your fault.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. Think about it. The IRL is something that has been instilled in our brains from a previous generation. This is real life. You're an actual person. You're somewhere on this planet too, just like her and these guys. We are real.
Debatable.
We're communicating. This is like a cell phone call.
Yeah.
He's not real. Is that what you're saying?
He's
a figment of my imagination.
No, they're not real. Oh, goodness.
But I don't like using that, because I get people that do that all the time. They're like, I'm going to go hang out with my IRL friends. And I'm like, what the hell am I then?
Yeah, I get that. It makes sense. What am I?
Just because I'm on the other side of this rock that we're all living on doesn't mean I'm not your friend. I'm real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, VRChat brought us together.
Said. This is where it's at.
I like that.
How else? This is what we got to do. We're living right now in a time where we can adjust and change all that stuff.
Beautiful.
Happen the way it is.
Well, thank you, Josh. I appreciate that point of view. That was really something. But I did have a list of questions I wanted to ask you guys. And someone actually asked in chat that I actually did not write down. That is pretty interesting. Why are you guys these bot characters? What inspired that?
Okay, so the story behind the bot, the Y-bot, actually
Y-bots.
kind of involves with one of your first questions, but I'll try to shorten it up.
Sure.
When I first got into VRChat, and when I started doing the entertaining part, I did not want to be anything special. I noticed everybody had their own avatar. Everybody had some way of expressing themselves. And it was super important to me that as I entertain and make people laugh, that I don't look any better than them. I want to look. I want this not so special a being to be me, and I want them to be able to express themselves.
That's cool.
That way, they don't think. I don't want anybody to think highly of me. I'm on the same playing field as everybody else. I think of myself no better. I think it's super important. And ironically, I never did this bot thing. I just kept doing my thing, and then all of a sudden the family started emerging, and I was like, I have kids? Where are y'all popping out from? And everybody started getting their own custom Y-bots. I didn't encourage
that's
this.
cool.
I didn't tell them to do this. One fan after the next started doing the Y-bot thing, and there's no sign-up sheet. They just come in. We have you be part of the skits if you want to be part of the skits. If you stick around, you become family. If you come around and you disappear, we forget who you are sometimes. And then the ones who stuck around turned into Y-bots. And they're special now. They look at them. She's got this like Jewish candle.
Yeah, that's so cool. I love that. I'm gonna have to get me a Y-bot. I just wanted to be a handsome anime boy, kind of thing.
Nobody's done pink yet. You could do it. Nobody's done a pink Y-bot yet. Y-bot's still free to go, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll be pink. I'll be pink. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So on to my question. Was JoshOsh Adventures on VRChat your first experience in entertainment, or do you have a history with that kind of business?
Well, as far as entertainment goes, I would consider this experience to be the most successful compared to the past experiences I've had. Not exactly paying the bills, but the laughter is enough, and I'm not sure how you define success per se, but however, people are laughing and happy, so I think we're doing it right.
Yeah, so you do your thing on VRChat. So did you do anything anywhere else, like on the internet? Like, because obviously VRChat's only been here since, 2017, 2016?
Oh, yeah, a little bit, yes.
Yeah.
A long time ago, I was also known as JoshOsh in Roblox. I made a famous
Oh,
map in Roblox
okay.
called Area 51.
Oh.
I made
Wow.
I was young. I was this my first experience making any kind of worlds of any kind, and that was back when Roblox only had a T-shirt. Everybody was a cube man, and when Roblox, the day that they let you put a meme on your chest, everyone lost their minds.
So how
It
old
was
were you
insane.
like at this
Now
time?
it's
So that's when you were like getting
I
into
must
it.
have been like at least like 13, 14 years old,
Wow.
15
So
maybe.
you knew at a
I'm
very young age you would be getting into like entertainment, like creating things. Yeah.
I didn't know. I go by day. I had no idea where I would end up. I was just trying to make
Wow.
myself happy.
That's neat, man. That's really neat. Um, well, that was kind of like my next question. At what age did you decide that this was what you wanted to do? I guess we'll rephrase that. Like when you started doing your JoshOsh adventures, how old were you when all that started happening? Like you're like, this is my thing
Oh,
now.
I never planned on anything at any
Mm-hmm.
age per se, but um, I don't do it for a living. However, as a kid, I picked up an NES controller, and it was
Okay.
obvious at that moment that that's where I was meant to be. I never had a plan. I was just like, I just took it one day at a time, climbing over whatever obstacles got in my way, getting hurt and experiencing not
Right.
failures, but a whole lot of what not to do. And I've been around the sun 32 times and still have much to learn. And I
Wow.
don't know what tomorrow holds, but I can assure you, I'm ready for it.
So you're very
Let's go.
humble. Like I noticed that you're like you can always do better. Like work harder. Like do something new. And I love
Oh, for
that.
sure.
That definitely helps.
It's a math problem that in my head is super simple. There's a lot of people that have this God complex, and I don't
Yeah.
understand it. I want them to. I want to love them, even though they don't seem to realize that we're the same. We're the same person. We're going through the same
Mm-hmm.
mistakes, asking the same questions.
See, I noticed that
Super
about you and your whole team.
important.
Going to two of your events now, your no one in your team acts stuck up. They'll talk to you, hang out, have fun, cut up. Make sure you're
Yep,
abiding by the
exactly.
rules. But they're so nice. They'll add you, hang out. Like what someone last night was like, "Oh, hey, sweetie, good to see you." I was like, "Oh, they're so nice."
Right.
But I love that
Yeah,
because.
there's no room for any of that other
Mhm.
stuff for sure.
Yeah, I
You
go
can love
to
it
I
because
go to many different events here on VRChat, and like usually the staff is either like uptight or stuck up, or the host is all about me, 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 me. Check out my Twitch stream,
yeah,
and it
unfortunately,
drives me
right.
nuts. Like we've been to stuff on here where like it'll be one person doing me, 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 and then they'll have a whole line of people ready to like entertain, doing like a talent show kind of thing, and they're
Yeah.
spending an hour talking about themselves, and I'm like, bro, can this person sing? Like, can we get someone on stage? So
Right,
I love what you
right,
guys do.
exactly.
Oh my
I
goodness.
appreciate that. That means a lot that people notice it and it
Oh,
rubs off.
it's very
It's
noticeable.
contagious.
It's very
And
noticeable.
we've brought in some people that were very negative. They have a lot of negative energy. I like to say. I
Ah,
don't like to talk bad about these people, but we've all done horrible things. What I'm trying to say is these
yeah.
people had a rough time, or they're having a rough time. They're used to the negativity, and a lot of them have changed because of the influence of all the family and all the other things that are going on. Seeing that these people act this way, this is how you treat people, this is how you do, socialize, and they seem to adapt and change, and it changes them forever. And I can't help but be so proud of them for accomplishing such
Yeah.
a a hard goal that it's hard to be human and accomplish.
Goodness. Yeah. So I'm curious about what you said. So you've had to let go people on your team before that was probably causing issues.
Um, I don't let go per se. I mean, if there's a big enough issue, of course, we take care of things through banning
Yeah.
things and stuff like that. But that's very rare. Usually, what ends up happening is when you'll get 100 people that come to join the team, and you'll get three of them who stick around, not seeking the
Yeah,
spotlight.
like these guys. Yeah.
So yes, yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Goodness.
it's you'll get three or four people that stick around. They don't look for a spotlight. They do exactly what we want to do is do it for the people and show them that we're with them. We're not
Yeah.
standing above them, etc., etc. But then you get those a few occasions who come around. They have a little bit of a god complex or something like
Ah,
that,
right. Yeah.
and we bring them in anyway. I don't want to shun them off because, like I said, I love all human beings. I want to see if we can change them, make them You
Of
see what we're doing.
course.
And
Of
sometimes
course.
it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I don't really have to ban or tell anyone to leave, nor would I ever want to. Naturally, if they can't change to be a better social human being, they leave on their own. They just kind of do their own thing.
I respect that. I respect that.
They continue to search for that spotlight that they're searching for.
Cool, cool. Now for these two guys over here, Odin, Punchy, I'm curious, what is it like working with Josh? Like it seems like y'all are very much, happy. I mean, you live with the guy, for Christ's sake. So what's it like working with him?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, at these events and everything.
It's a blast every
Yeah?
time. There's literally never a dull moment. Like even though if the skits or whatnot become repetitive, it's something new every time. There's like random moments or anything that just happens just randomly, and it's funny. It creates a memory, it creates a moment that just shares between everybody, and then like the audience or whatever that we gather gets to share that with us. And I like people's, like, just like him and Punchy here, like, we like to see their reactions, and that in turn kind of brightens our day, I guess.
It fuels you. It releases those happy chemicals in your head. It makes you feel good to see them happy.
Yeah, it has to be pretty neat. Yeah, it has to be pretty neat being like at the front of this, right? Something new that hasn't really been done before ever, and you're providing a neat experience, a healthy experience for people all over the world. Like it's got to be fascinating, right?
Oh, it's interesting. I never really thought about it like we're breaking the barrier or doing something really never done before. Like, I never really look at it like I understand that, but I never really looked at it like that. I just kept working. We just kept doing it. And
Well, you
going,
are.
And then people started
You're
saying
incredible.
that.
Yeah.
People started saying those words, and it really felt nice to hear. I wasn't sure. I wasn't a believer at first for a little while, and then I realized, oh my God, people really like this, and I think we should continue to do this. And here we are 3 years later.
Well, you guys work like a puzzle piece, like a whole puzzle, like all during the event. You guys are working well together, dancing around, playing with your lightsabers. I didn't mean that in a bad way, by the way. Just to clarify. I just noticed you guys working very well together.
He's not talking
and I love
Star
that.
Wars. He's talking 2D.
No, Punchy, what about you? It's got to be pretty neat, isn't it? I see you. I've seen you up there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because you're naturally a shy bean.
Really enjoy...
Oh yeah, she is. Oh yeah, she is.
Yeah, but I see you getting out there.
When I gained the confidence to kind of like go out and help with skits, actually really fun. And it's nice to kind of just sit back and step back and watch people's reactions to what everybody does. And just, oh my gosh.
I don't usually get to see it from that perspective. She's right, stepping back. I never get to see that. So when people post the videos of the skits and stuff, of Herbie and all them, when I see it from their perspective, it's a whole new show for me. It's completely different experience. It's weird. I didn't mean to cut you off, sweetheart, but go ahead. I got excited. You excited me. My bad.
I love how people question how certain made in the things operate. Even just the secrets behind what Josh does, and like his play space and whatnot. I love hearing people question.
Oh yeah, I tell them all the time. Don't tell them the secrets because you'll ruin the magic for some of them. So just let them sit there and wonder. I get people that constantly like, that guy's got to have 300 buttons on his wall, and they never think about it. It's hilarious to watch them, and I love seeing how excited they are about it. So I don't like to give anything away if they're not looking for the answer. But if people are looking for an answer, I tell them.
Of course.
I like to keep the magic the best I can. So yeah, and it's funny. These guys love watching them react that way. It's hilarious. It's repetitive. Like, you see it all the time. The same results from these people. The same reactions.
Beautiful.
Does he live in a warehouse?
For real. Guess I'll be walking for a mile and a half, It's
that's
pretty
all
neat.
I do. I love, the moment I get in VR, even when nobody's there, I do it. I just walk.
It's really
I just
neat.
continue to walk, and it really keeps me. It's got nothing but positivities to it. I get better at it. It makes it look more real. It's better for my health. I've actually walked. When I walk from one place to the next, it feels so much immersive for me. It's not for attention or anything. I do it when no one's around. I will walk around my map by myself and test things out just because I love the immersion and what it does for me.
Oh, that's what someone was asking right now. How is their play space? Do they have a custom space? I know some of my people have like custom space for VR. Not sure.
I do. It is a.
Yeah.
When I went to purchase my house, the realtor at the time, I told her what the hobby was, and I says, "Look, I really want to have this for VR. I need this." So when she found the house, it was a no-brainer. I bought it right away, and I have a decent play space in the basement now. I can walk. I can walk. I can demonstrate it right now if you want me to. I can show you exactly how I walk. But it's a pretty large play space.
Yeah, you want to show us how you walk? We can do that. You want to show?
Yeah, sure. I don't.
Yeah. I got the camera on you.
I can try to let me position the play space with the chair. So your chair this is one corner right here of my play space.
Uh-huh.
And then if I walk all the way over here, there's another corner. And then again, we walk
That's
over
incredible.
Here, here's another corner. And then we can walk over here.
Wow.
And that's the other corner.
That's
and
incredible.
Then if we were to walk around, oh God, I'm spinning now. Like point the camera out here, you could see if I just pretend like I'm walking straight all the time, I can make it look like I'm walking.
I know, I've seen that and I love it. Yeah.
It really adds to the immersion and it just works. And
It just keeps
I don't like
going.
doing it any other way. I just keep going. It's just this is just how it works.
Wow.
I don't know.
Beautiful.
And they're all like, you live in a warehouse or something? I'm like, no, not
He lives in a warehouse.
But now I need to find my chair again.
Oh, you're fine. You go ahead.
I don't have that. A lot of you guys have that Quest 2 thing, and their pass-through is kind of nice. I just recently updated my headset from my crazy. What did you guys nickname the headset? What did those guys nickname it? Frankenstein or something like that.
Frankenstein.
I was originally using a 2016 HTC Vive, and I was using it since 2016.
Wow.
And I was using a TP-Cast system from China, which made me wireless. Awful system.
Yeah, I've seen that. I think Punchy sent me a picture. I was like,
hope
whoa.
they're watching because that. Oh man, if those people are watching, I hope they're watching this because damn it, I hate your product so much. It has made my life a living hell. I literally had to tear their product apart physically and redesign it and set it up so it would work a lot more efficiently. It was a nightmare.
Oh.
And they're based in China, so in the U.S. now we're kind of not so friendly over there at the moment. No offense to the people, they're wonderful. There's wonderful people over there, but the government makes it much harder. Anyway, point is, they won't work with us anymore. So.
That's a
when you
shame.
get customer support over here, they cut it off, and so I was on my own. But now, when Odin moved in, his Quest 2 headset was interfering with my wireless system. Because the Quest 2 demands so much from the router. And so I realized when him and I were experimenting, trying to figure out what my interference was during one of the shows, we discovered that. And then I knew right then and there it was time. And after all these years, I put that headset aside. I got hot glue and duct tape. I'll have to show you the headset sometime. These guys loved it. It was hilarious. Yeah. They're all like, you gotta, what's that one? What's that thing? The Valve Index. You got a Valve Index? I'm like, no, I got this old ass HTC Vive, and I'm using Index controllers. But now I recently just got that Vive Pro. Pro 2 or something like that. It's not any better than the quality as far as visuals. It's not perfect, but I love Vive's wireless system. It's an antenna that points into my play space, allows me to walk completely wireless with no problem. It's better than that other system. It just works. My battery dies. All I got to do is replug it in. I'm back in VR. I don't have to restart nothing. It's incredible.
I like that.
I've never had this experience before.
Well, neat.
You
got a really neat setup. Yeah, that's. Thank you for explaining how your whole setup works because I know people probably ask all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, cut me off because I will rage about that company. That's
No, I know. You're fine. I'm fine with the rambling. But let's see. So, out of curiosity, where do you see JoshOsh Adventures? I did say 5 years, but that's a long time. Let's say a year from now. Where do you see JoshOsh Adventures a year from now with everything you're doing?
Well, it's been 3 years and I'm not bored yet. So
well, good.
I expect us to be right here in the next 5.
Yeah.
I can't see the future, but I would like to continue to meet new people, etc. Repeat what we're doing and just grow from it, and become better people.
So right now,
I would like to find other Discords like yours and work side by side with you. And
Yeah, that's a big goal for you, is to work with other communities, get into advertising, making an income from the stuff you love to do. And those are great goals. That's something incredible that anyone should be trying to do. So I applaud that. Do you have any big ideas for the next few years? Take this somewhere else, or
I have I have years worth of skits to accomplish, but I have other maps that I want to do too. I'm by myself with this. I'm learning it all on my own. So the day I wanted to make a map, I kind of just worked with what I had. And there's more tutorials on how to make an avatar than there is maps.
Yeah.
And every Discord I've ever joined, a lot of them have just been rude, and they've never been able to teach me anything. So I had to learn a lot on my own.
You should
just playing around, making a bunch of mistakes. That's been all I had to do. I'm hoping to do a lot more. I want to make more maps. I want to add more skits. If I had a team, I would just pay them to make maps. If I could do that. But I'm on my own. I can't do that. So I have ideas for horror maps. I have more skits coming. I got all kinds of stuff that I want to do. But I want to do it different because I've been through VRChat a lot, and I've seen things done a specific way. And to be honest with you, I don't like it. I don't like how certain things are done. I think we can do them better. I think horror maps can be better. I think clubs can be better. I think the drama could be better. A lot of the systems that are all.
So you want to make VRChat a better place. You want to make it better. Yeah.
I'm not alone in that. I know it.
Absolutely not.
Even those who are hosting those other events that are kind of not so VRChat friendly. They want to make it a better place too. I know they do.
Yeah, absolutely. And all of us together, we're doing that.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
I can relate to learning everything yourself. That's what I've done as well.
Oh, it's so complicated.
Yeah, we discussed it last night a little bit.
Yeah.
I made my own dating sim game, and I learned all that myself as well. Because the game development sphere it has its own problems, and a lot of people don't like you unless you have a college education, which I don't.
Right,
so I learned
exactly.
Myself
Neither do I.
Yep,
I respect that.
Same.
It's kind of a nice experience when you learn things yourself, because then when you finish the product, like when I finished my game demo, like I feel so proud of it. Because
it's bettered you. It's made you a better person, a better creator in general. You accomplished that by yourself. Mm-hmm. I'll be honest. I don't want to accomplish it all by myself. I hate being.
It's
alone.
too much.
I don't like having to solve these problems by myself. It's frustrating. I don't even know how to code very well. I use Udon Graph for coding. A lot of the things that happen in the world, all done with Udon Graph. I use Udon Graph. I don't use Sharp. I have Sharp, and there's some things that work with Sharp, but I don't write that kind of code. I don't have any desire to learn that stuff. And I'm trying to meet other world creators that are interested in, kind of collabing or becoming friends, and let's talk about it. Let's share each other's creations. Let's learn
Absolutely.
something. Let me teach you something. You teach me something. It's so hard to find world creators. There's nothing but avatar creators everywhere. I need to find some world creators.
Also,
we'll literally have a conversation with them.
You're right. It's tough. We're lucky to have one amazing world creator. In fact, I want to shout them out. Roomba, who actually made this world we're in. It's going to be our entertainment world for talent shows and also for our podcast. So thank you, Roomba. Love you, girl. And it's hard to come by good people like that. And hopefully anyone watching this, hey, you want to join Josh's team? He needs good world creators, y'all. So definitely worth checking out.
You don't even have to be a part of the team. You can just be a friend, even if you're part of another Discord.
Yeah.
At your home, and you call those people home. That's fine. It'd be really nice to be able to sit in a VC sometime, a voice chat, and talk to somebody that doesn't know anything about avatars but actually does world creation. I'm trying to learn, and I'm not a hard person. I'm not looking for you to do it for me. I'm trying to learn it. So
we got a couple people. I'll definitely talk to them and see what we can do, because I want to learn how to make worlds too. I think that would be really fun.
I'll teach you everything I know, man.
Yeah.
I'll teach you everything I know.
I love world stuff. I actually went to college for drafting and design. So of course it was a whole CAD program. So I was building houses and all that through there. So it's different than VRChat, but I feel like I could learn.
For sure. No, you could. If you really want it, you got it. And the way I see it is if you're willing to let me show you what I know for a fact you'll eventually figure something out that I don't know.
Yeah, I like that. I'll learn from each other.
It literally benefits each other.
For real.
It's the best way to go.
All right. Well, going on from that, thank you for your answers. My goodness, I love that. I love this guy. He's a yapper. I love yappers. I love that. It makes things so easy.
You and I are just. You and
Yeah,
I are
we're just
bad.
alike.
We're bad, aren't we?
We're just
Look
alike.
at these three over here just chilling. They're over here just like, yeah.
They're shaking their head.
This is great.
So out of curiosity, what is your biggest accomplishment over the years?
Changing myself.
Changing yourself.
Biggest accomplishment would be changing. Well, I'm just like any human, I had a rough past. I was not the best growing up. I had a selfish past. I made a lot of mistakes, or what I like to call what not to do's. Like many of you, I have anxiety and depression. I go through all the same crazy emotions you do. I'm reading my list right now. Give me a second.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I wrote down, I keep asking the same questions about life that you guys. I came to the realization that I'm not the main character. I kind of felt like when I was younger, life surrounded me, and I learned that that's not the case. I can't do this by myself. We're in this together, I love to admit when I'm wrong. As for regrets, though, I don't have any regrets.
Good. I think it's kind of hard to trust people, growing up. You're doing things on your own. It's kind of hard to rely on people because mainly our families are very hard to rely on growing up. So you learn,
Oh, for sure.
you learn to kind of,
different experiences.
you learn to handle everything on yourself. That's, how I was with my community. I had to do every single thing. But then, people are like, you need to let other people in, So now if anyone else can do it, I let them do it. And I think that kind of hits you a lot. You got a really good group going.
I appreciate. Likewise, I've seen I took a peek into the Discord, your guys' Discord. Super organized. It's beautiful. I love it.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I could probably learn. Our team could probably learn quite a few things from just how you guys have some things set up. Honestly.
Well, Punchy helped a lot with that. Moon definitely. I just like taking advice from everyone I can. And I'm always just in the Discord. What can be better? Like just how you said earlier. Like
just become best friends.
Yeah, I think so. Like when you live by the idea that anything can be better, you can be better if you want it. And it drives me nuts when someone's like, I can't really do better. I can't change my ways. I'm like, yes, you can. Just do it. So I love that. I'm glad you're like that too. Goodness. Goodness. Okay, so
the hardest brick to lay is the first one.
You're right. The hardest one is the first step. Once you get a few weeks in, you can do anything, and that's
once it starts taking shape.
Yeah,
it inspires you to keep going.
You're absolutely right.
The hardest one is putting that first brick down.
I agree with that too.
Yeah.
Whenever I have something that I'm nervous about, the way I think about it is, if it's making me nervous, it's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Harder.
I mean, I've looked over the edge of a cliff before, and I was pretty nervous too. But I don't think it was a good thing to do. But I agree to an extent.
It is good to get out of your comfort zone.
That's a joke, by the way.
You're. So I heard.
Clarifying.
Yeah, I heard.
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
For legal reasons.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I heard the quote recently that comfort was an idea killer. So it is good to get out of your comfort zone and try new things. So obviously that's something you do.
I agree. I try. I get lazy and I don't like to do things sometimes, and I get nervous and sometimes I wake up and I go, you know what? I'm not doing a damn thing today.
Well, you deserve days like that, I'm always like that. I don't need to lay down and be lazy today. But sometimes you deserve that. As hard as you work, doing 2 of your things yesterday, your events, ain't no way, dude. Sometimes you need to sit back and relax, and that's something I had to
for sure.
talk to myself about. Goodness. But what skits are you currently working on?
Ooh, I wrote those down. I got a huge
list. Good. You got a huge list. I'm not surprised.
Well, I'm not going to go through the whole list because I definitely shortened that up.
Also, people in the chat saying they love you guys, by the way, in all caps. I love you guys.
Aw, well, that's nice of them. Well, you guys should definitely come. What does that saying go? Don't thank me yet. Come to the event and let me do something for you first. Don't love me yet. Let me love you first.
For real.
Where's my question?
And yes, I'm gonna up their volume. Thank you. I did. Let's see. I'll up it even more.
Is the volume a little low?
Oh yeah. You can sound good now. There we go.
I don't know what I did with my. I have them right here. Thought I did.
Pink being loud as always.
I turned myself down and turned y'all's up before, okay?
Well,
I
you're just so
Oh.
loud.
I
that
know.
You just overtalk.
I
all
know.
of
You
us.
sound fantastic. It's fine.
Thank you,
I
Josh.
like his voice.
You're
Relax.
loud.
Josh
We can
likes my
always
voice,
make Odin
Moon.
talk.
Josh likes my voice,
You can
Moon.
stick your hand up.
Okay.
Odin's ass is using like a puppet.
Host this
Oh.
podcast
Just,
with
you
you
know what I'm
guys.
saying? It'll just work with his voice though. You know what I'm saying?
I like
You
that.
want a yes man or you want me, Pink, huh? You want a yes man or you want me?
You want me to answer that? No, I'm kidding. No, I want you, man. I want you.
Don't answer that.
I'm
Shut
kidding.
up. Be quiet.
Goodness.
Be
Oh.
quiet.
Oh yeah. He's got the
I found
list
my
of
list,
skits.
by the way.
Wonderful. Perfect. What's your list?
So, the list will keep me busy for years to come. But at the moment, I got things like Willy Wonka, Predator, Terminator, Star Wars, Ice Age, the
Ice
Pixar movie Up
Age.
with that old man in the flying balloon house with that annoying chubby voice cat
yeah.
kid. The list
That-
goes
that one
on,
I'm
and
waiting
I
for.
can't wait to do more.
Yeah.
Everybody keeps telling me more about this Up skit, and it keeps influencing me to do more with it. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm trying to keep it all in the same world if I can. The transitioning from one world to the next is not an easy thing to do, and it's kind of annoying for some people. So having
course.
everything all in one world is a shock to them, especially
Oh,
with
it's
the world
beautiful.
size, by the way.
Yeah, it's incredible. That's one
so-
thing I noticed about your world. Like, you go through all these different adventures in one world, and that's unheard of.
Yeah.
So that's revolutionary.
It's definitely something that if somebody came to teach me something, I could definitely tell you how to make a world smaller without compromising all the content for sure.
That is neat. Well, there's your list. That's pretty neat. I'm ready for the Wonka. I grew up watching Willy Wonka.
That's
so-
almost done. I'm working on that. In
Yeah.
fact, I transitioned during the skit. I don't know if you were there. I mean, when I did it last night, after the roller coaster thing, we transitioned
Come with me,
to.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
that was
I
awesome.
Turned, I turned the lake into chocolate.
Yeah, that gave me
The
chills.
waterfall. The waterfall, I'm working on it. I'm setting everything up. I'm gonna try to get a fat kid to go fly through a tube of chocolate. I'm working on that. I don't have any volunteers yet, but we're searching.
So that would be pretty neat. That would be pretty funny. I like that. Goodness. So let's see. So it looks like you had
Promise Get
a.
a fat kid in a tube.
So maybe let the guest, one of the guests, be the fat kid in two. That'd be kind of funny. Yeah.
Hope they're not claustrophobic.
I would like to die
Oh,
in a
true.
river of chocolate, please and thanks.
You want to die in a
love
river of chocolate?
I
Oh my
love
God.
chocolate.
She sure
I think
does.
once the chocolate reaches your nose, I think you're gonna regret that. Because I was laughing so hard eating a chocolate bar one time, that shit made it in my nose, and I was burning. Oh, it burned so bad.
That sounds terrible.
It's not like having milk shoot through your nose. It is a lot worse because the milk at least runs out, the chocolate
Ew.
stays.
Oh,
I don't know what it is
that's
about
rough.
that. That's awful.
That
Oh,
is
no.
rough.
Anyway, gross stuff. I hope you're not eating. Let's proceed, shall
Oh,
we?
hell yeah. So there's a lot of programming and animating that goes into your world. Do you have like a background in that, like any kind of schooling, college, or is it all learned, self-taught?
My last 2 years of high school, I did some graphic art stuff, which just kind of helps me know how to do Photoshop and things like that.
Okay.
So luckily I can make my own ads. I can do stuff with textures if I really wanted to. I have a jack of all trades on some stuff. I'm not perfect at any of them, but I at least don't have to hire anybody to go do something if I want it done. I can go and figure it out and do it myself. But I don't really have that much of a background on that stuff. I just
Okay.
kinda, just like a lot of us, I just played video games most of my life, got into a computer gaming, and then did a little bit of that Roblox stuff like I was
Roblox,
saying.
yeah. It's fascinating what
One
people
day
build
I
on
decided-
Roblox, so that's
Yeah,
insane.
for real though, and it's come a long way. I decided, and there's some games that had some world, creation, like Age of Empires 2, let you create maps and you could play on them and stuff like that, which was really big for my
Yeah.
time. And it was then that I knew that I wanted to build a world that people can be in, and I can watch them have fun in it. And it was from then on the once I beat PC that it's what I had to do. I always, my new saying, I tell people, I says, give me a rock and I'll carve you a universe.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Oh, I like that.
That's nice.
Because if you look at some of
Put
the
that on a
stuff in
shirt.
the map, it starts with a Unity cube. If you spawn a Unity cube and turn it into a Pro Builder thing, just a cube, I can turn that into just start shaping it, and you can watch it live when I stream it, and I turn it into something. I do pay for some models online. I buy some models now and then, like the alien that sticks to your face, from the egg. That's a purchased model online. Whoever made that, genius. I just animated it and stuff. But a lot of the times now I'm starting to find myself making my own models, for the sheer fact that everything is so unoptimized if you don't.
For real.
Included.
For real.
And if I could influence avatar creators to please educate yourselves on optimization, you would be living in a much better VRChat world for sure.
And I love how optimized your avies are, obviously with using the Y-bots, but it's really tough when someone has like 1 billion polys like in their avies. So that's always kind of rough.
God. I've seen boobs in this game that have more polys than my real life girlfriend. It makes no sense to me. It's absolutely insane.
Goodness. Oh, that's kind of funny.
I hate the way that they move too. That boobs don't move like that. Everybody's got helium.
You know, like water balloons.
He gets it.
Yeah, it is kind of gross.
I want them to move realistically. Add some more weight to them. When I see women move from left to right, their tits stay here. They're over there already. You know what I mean? And the tits follow.
Gravity-defying breasts.
Oh,
it's
my
completely.
goodness.
It doesn't make any sense. I don't like that. Look, I'm not judging. If that's what your boobs are, that's fine. I love you anyway. But I'm telling you, that's just not realistic.
Yeah, no, that's I like realism. I couldn't wear those muscly avatars. Like when I first got on VRChat, everyone was walking around with like the huge muscles chained up, and like it was the cool thing. I'm like, I just don't feel comfortable being nude in VRChat or like having all my clothes off. So you'll always see me in like a suit or something, and people think it's the funniest thing. Like, why aren't you all muscled up? I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, I didn't want to do any of that either. I kind of just wanted to be me. I didn't really want to be anything else. So I just kind of wanted
you're a block man. You're a Y-bot.
This is what I look like.
It's
in
so
real
you.
life too.
If I'd see that anywhere, I would think of you though. So it's very good, and it's very family friendly. So all the events you do, like you don't have to worry about it. Nothing's falling out. So it's very nice. Yeah.
I want to add to that though.
Yeah?
There was one event that we did that wasn't family friendly. There was a Discord. We nicknamed them the Naked Discord. They're called. I would love to advertise them really quick if you don't mind.
Oh, of course. Yeah, advertise anyone.
They're called the Adults Arcade. Absolutely had a wonderful time with them. Their gig is they like to get in naked avatars, and don't worry, there's no there's nothing more than that. That's really all it is. They get in naked avatars and they go to game events. Yeah. And it's very professional about it. They're, so there's no ERP or anything nasty going on. But it was hilarious. It was incredible. We did a lockdown type thing, adults only, of course. Mm-hmm. And we did the event privately just for them in their Discord, and that was hilarious.
That's really neat. That's really neat.
You know how hard it is to do the show with a bunch of naked people running around?
I couldn't imagine.
I've never experienced that before.
Wow.
That was awesome.
Well, what do they say when you have stage fright? Just picture everyone naked?
That was like they really are naked.
Goodness.
I'm the only one wearing clothes. Even Odin here came out near the end of the show, freaking flopping around.
Oh man. Dang, Odin. How'd I miss that?
You caught me off guard. I didn't even see that coming. You caught me off guard. Anyway.
Beautiful. Well, that sounds neat. Yeah, of course. So are you inspired by any other...
The fun.
Oh, yeah, you got to enjoy it. You got to join in the fun. But I wanted to ask, are you inspired by any other creators or entertainers? Or have any role models you pick out?
Well, I get inspired by everybody.
Okay.
Everybody is. I think we're all kind of creators in some way of shape or form. Yeah. Rather you're an artist or a world creator, or I don't know, you build Legos at your own home or something. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that you do, it's an inspiration for me. I don't like to focus it all on a single person per se. I feel like if you separate you do that, you separate everybody. I think we should encourage each other and be inspired by each other.
Of course.
As far as role models are concerned, though, Robin Williams and Jim Carrey.
Oh,
forever in my soul.
I could see that.
Not because they can make me laugh, but because they care about people more than themselves. So they will use the spotlight to keep others warm. if it means they'll freeze themselves. And unfortunately, Robin Williams did freeze. Rest in peace. He's the only actor I've ever cried over when he passed away. But their humor has inspired me, and they're living in me. I love those guys so much. They're so funny.
Yeah, they are living through you, and I like that. You know, that's really neat. You know, I could see Robin Williams when I go to your shows, and I think that's fascinating.
Oh, I wish he was there. I wish I wish I could have. He's awesome.
Well, he is there when you're performing. Yeah,
it's
like
getting deep and emotional.
Yeah, when you're performing, like I'm getting that vibe of Robin Williams, someone I've missed for a long time, and I think that's super cool. You're doing a great job.
Which we want to do an Aladdin skit at some point.
With
the genie, but I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna play out yet. Maybe I'll have someone else do the genie. I don't really know how we'll do it. We'll just play it by ear when we get there. But I want to do more things with Robin Williams related for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Well, no. Robin Williams did the genie originally.
Oh, well, I know that.
Robin Williams was the original.
But I mean, in the new movie with Will Smith,
I wasn't disappointed in the new movie. I actually kind of liked it. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, he did a good job. Goodness.
Even after he slapped Chris Rock, I still
that was funny. Yeah, that was a funny time. That was a remarkable time. So actually going on to my last question, do you have any advice for future animators or people wanting to get involved in entertainment on VRChat? Uh-oh. All right, so we're experiencing some technical difficulties, but I'm so glad you guys are here, and I'm not ignoring your questions. Please save them for the end of the show so I can get this last bit done, and these guys will be answering your questions too. So get all your questions going. I'm so glad you guys are here, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so thank y'all for being here. We got, I guess I can say some adverts while we're here. This is a perfect time for an ad break while that's going on, so... All right, everyone's still here. Good. So it was just Josh. Wonderful. So Friday is a FNAF meetup. If you enjoy meeting up with other like-minded people that enjoy what you enjoy, this week's is going to be Five Nights at Freddy's. It's going to be on VRChat, hosted by The Living Ghost. So if you happen to be on VRChat, we'd love to have you be a part of that. It's going to be at a bowling alley, so you'll get to bowl, hang out with other people that enjoy FNAF, and all that fun stuff. May the 25th is JoshOsh Adventures' private show for Pinktopia. You guys will not want to miss that. Everything we've talked about during this show, it's going to be happening there privately for our community. So invite your friends and family, and I'm excited. You guys are going to really enjoy that. Our monthly art challenge is Eastern Wonderland. It is now... the 25th of April. So you have a few days to get into that. Our winner will be picked out at the end of the month. You will get a chance to win a Discord Nitro. That's what it was. Yeah, Discord Nitro. So get in there if you like to draw. Have some fun with it. Moon, bringing it over there. You want to talk about your art class coming up?
Sure. So art class, what day is art class?
You should know this. It's May the 21st, Moon.
Thanks. Okay. May the 21st at 7 p.m. We're going to be doing Anatomy Part 2. So our first lesson was actually Anatomy Part 1. So this one I'm going to go even more into anatomy. We're going to get into the grittiness of bones and muscles and how stuff's supposed to move. So it's going to be more of an anatomy class than it's going to be a drawing class, but I promise you're gonna need to use it for your art. So make sure you guys come by and hang out with me, and it'll be great.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. And also a quick thank you to everyone watching and for those gifting subs and hanging out with us and sharing the channel. I really do appreciate that, y'all. This has been a lot of fun. This is our first podcast in the virtual world, so Roomba has worked hard to make this happen. Moon actually has been drawing art around the world that you'll be seeing. This world will be used for all the entertainment stuff happening in Pinktopia, talent shows, karaoke nights, all that kind of fun thing. So be prepared to have some fun with that, and our future podcast will be here. So right now we got JoshOsh, who is still...
Can I shout out my model real quick?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys see my model here, right? She's very beautiful and
Mm-hmm.
wonderful. Cataberry made this model for me. She went into Vroid and did all of this stuff. So you guys should totally check her out because she's amazing at Vroid stuff. So
Beautiful.
thank you so much, Cherry, for this model.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There he goes.
Yeah, while we're advertising Punchy Odin, y'all have anything you wanna advertise or shout out before we come to a close?
Well, good question.
Punchy is an artist, by the way. Punchy does not. One thing I know about Punchy, I've known Punchy for quite a while. Punchy does not like talking about Punchy. Okay, Punchy is not Punchy's biggest fan, but that's why we talk about the amazing stuff that Punchy does. Punchy is an amazing artist. So you still offer commissions?
Yes, I do.
Wonderful. So your commissions are open. You want to talk about where you can find your commissions?
I have commissions set up in Pink server, so we're looking, come across any of them. Mine's in there somewhere. You can reach out to me personally. Well, I am more than happy to talk to anybody who's out. And I also Fiverr.
You also Fiverr. Your audio's cutting out a little bit, but what? So Punchy uses Fiverr. You can also find their commission info in our Pinktopia server in the commissions forum. You'll also see Moon stuff. You'll see Punchy stuff and other amazing artists. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Punchy. And Odin, you got anything you would like to share about yourself, like advertise?
You're talking about people. Hold on, I need to switch my battery pack before my headset dies, and then I die along with Josh.
You're fine. Oh, is that what happened to him?
Yeah, well, kind of.
I have no idea.
I'm glad we were on our last question, and that was just advice, and we can always have that typed in later. So he did amazing. He lasted through the whole thing. What a champ. What a champ.
I'm plugged back in.
I'm surprised my VR has been doing as well as it's been.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm excited. This is my first week back in VR, actually. So I've been on desktop mode for the last 8 to 12 months, and I just took a break from everything. And, I just didn't feel like buying a new cord. So now I'm back in VR doing my thing. I didn't even feel like putting on full body. But, it's just nice being able to wave my hands around and do this. This is so neat.
Right.
This is so neat. I'm on my yoga ball, so back to relaxing in here. So it's neat. But, Odin, are you done with your battery pack?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I just had to switch battery packs.
No, sure.
I don't really say much because this is all about interviewing Josh, whatnot, and what we experienced through going with him.
Mm-hmm.
And when everyone was saying, "Oh, he's back," he gets to hear me rant about him now.
Yeah.
Talking about influences and people who inspire you and everything. I'm heavily into Norse mythology.
Okay.
And for the length that I'm more or less a walking Wikipedia, but
wow.
There's for the length of time I've been in VR, there's very little so far I've seen to where you've seen worlds people teach sign language or other languages.
I go there a lot. I love it.
What about? Yeah, I'm gonna go there soon too, so I can talk with the mutes and whatnot through sign language. But I digress from that. But I have yet to see you go to worlds where you learn history or mythology and whatnot like that. And so when I first met Josh, witnessing everything, all the animations and everything he's done with the world, that's inspired me to make my own world and everything, and pretty much just like his when we're doing skits, and depending on what we're doing determines the animation. The stories I would tell would determine what's going on in the world as well.
What? And that's fascinating.
I'm learning Unity, Blender, and all that right now. I have zero knowledge of it right now, so it is an interesting experience to learn it.
Incredible.
But yeah, Josh was my inspiration to get all that ball rolling.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
That's really cool.
Man,
I can't wait to see what you do with that.
Yeah,
that would be
for
so
sure.
cool.
For sure. That'll be really exciting. I definitely would be interested in checking out what you do. That would be fascinating.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
This is like, I don't know how long down the line, but
That's okay.
I getcha.
Yeah.
I completely getcha.
Man, I just love seeing people do things they enjoy doing. I won't even lie. When Punchy was first telling me about Josh, I was very skeptical. I'll be completely 100% honest. Like, Punchy was like, oh, yeah, it does all these cool animation stuff. And I was like, I've never been impressed in VRChat. Punchy was like, you're going to be so impressed. You're going to be wowed. And I've never been wowed in VRChat. I'm going to be real. Every event I've ever seen, like, it's just like, it's just people dancing. That's awesome. I'll be like, whoa, that's so cool. But, like, nothing that went beyond just someone dancing. And just going to the show, I was like, Punchy was very right. I am wowed. I am very impressed, and that's something that's very new to me.
First time I ever went to the skits, I was just so in awe. And I hate the fact that, like, my headset decided to die when Josh was giving that night.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh my gosh, I gotta come back. And that's what I did. I kept coming back.
Yeah.
I like this place. Place is comfortable. I feel like I can be myself around these guys.
Aww.
And, Josh just kind of, like, swooped me up. He's like, come around often. It's like,
that's sweet.
You're a part of the family now.
I love that.
Aww.
That is so cute. That is so cute. Goodness. Oh, I'm so happy for that. Did you say Josh is actually here? Did he come back?
It looks like he's having
struggling.
some issues.
Hey, Moon. So I don't move and mess up all the stuff I have
So-
going on. I have like 5 monitors. I feel like the guy from Kim Possible. Could you run and
Right.
press play on the video player in the other room to like play the video behind
Yeah.
there? Thank you. All you have to do is press play.
The video player by the stage.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought I had one over here. We're gonna have to get that fixed. So they're gonna run and do that. So we can at least show the you guys this awesome video behind their head. It's really neat. And then Josh might be back to say our farewells. And again, thank y'all for being here. This was an awesome opportunity.
Yes, of course.
Goodness.
So thank you for doing this.
Oh,
Absolutely.
my pleasure. I was so excited when you brought it up. I was like, well, yeah. Hey, welcome back, Josh.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay, brother.
Technical difficulties. So Steam crashed, a bunch of weird stuff went down, and I think I came back 2 times. My controllers weren't working.
Oh.
And it's because Steam. It's because I have it set so I have a security feature on there that doesn't let anything work. So I joined in through that link on the website that you wanted, and I was literally frozen with no controls because I didn't
my goodness.
bypass the thing. Anyway, long story short, we're good. I don't know what happened.
good.
My whole life went gray.
Did it not work,
What did I
Moon?
miss?
Oh, no, we were just saying our thanks and everything, talking about how amazing you are. If it didn't work, that's fine.
No, don't flatter me.
So back to that last question. Any advice you have for future animators or people wanting to get involved in entertainment?
I do. I actually wrote this one down because it means a lot to me. So let me bring that one back up. This question's kind of... Okay. Let me read this.
Thank you,
how I
Chilled,
wrote
by the
this.
way. I appreciate you. And welcome in, Rage.
Oh, yeah. He's also the other one that lives in our house. He's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Chilled was in here
amazing.
talking us through everything, letting us know what's going on. So you rock, Chilled.
That's fantastic. You the man. All right. So I wrote this down. I says, the best advice I can give, be okay with being wrong. When you get stuck, instead of frustration, get excited for you're not about to fail, but instead learn what not to do. When you get started, look forward to the obstacles that will inevitably cross your path. Solve one problem at a time with no intentions of quitting. Before I give up my last piece of advice, though, let's take a look at the rest of the world real quick. The world is afraid of itself, yet everyone forgets we all have something in common. We are all trying to live as comfortably as possible while trying to figure out why the hell we're here in the first place. So for my last piece of advice, don't look for the spotlight or desire views and likes. Instead, think of yourself as an NPC and the world as the main character. I just went black again.
That's good. We can hear you.
Hang on. It went blue. I don't know why I did that.
That was beautiful, though. Man.
I'm not having any luck. There we go. Okay, hang on. I apologize. Let me just shrink that down here. There we go. I can do that. And I put on there. I says, a God complex will not help you reach your goal, and in 100 years, who's gonna care? But love for others and this common goal that we all share will.
Wow.
That's about it.
I love that. That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. That's everything I had written down for today. Thank you again for putting so much effort into writing those out, coming up with some neat things to say.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And also for being our first official. He is our first official guest. These guys, right? Because this is episode 3.
Mm-hmm. They
Yeah. The
Yes,
first
they
official
are.
guest
Far out.
of the podcast we started like a
Yeah.
month ago. So this was very neat, very fun to do. Any questions?
Did we get like a gift card to Arby's or something? No, I'm just kidding.
Honestly
Thank you
deserved.
guys for joining us.
Let's see. Anyone in the
I don't
chat
like
have any
Olive Garden. That's too
questions?
forks fancy.
Before we let these guys go today?
Oh yeah, let's let them talk.
Yeah, and we did good on time. We're hour and
give them
20
a voice.
minutes. We did good on
Yeah.
time, and then that was a
Good.
lot of fun.
All
A lot
right,
of good
far out. That
content.
worked out really good
Yeah.
then.
Yes, Chilled. What's your
We
question,
have-
Chilled? What's up, Moon?
We have a running joke. Our
I should
first
scream up to the floor.
podcast was 3 hours, and I told Pink that we're not doing another 3-hour podcast.
Oh, those
I
are rough.
can't do
Listen.
another 3-hour
Listen,
podcast.
she's crying, but the fact is,
Can't do it.
the fact is, the first episode we were interviewing each other, so that was 2 separate casts in one, basically, because you were asking me questions and then I was asking you questions. So suck it up, you did great, and it's good to.
Yeah, but you wouldn't shut up.
Well, yeah,
Shut up.
I'm a yapper.
Oh man, that reminds me. That reminds me. They did that. Did you guys go to HorrorCon at all this year?
Oh
at
no,
VRChat?
no, I didn't get to.
Mr. Creepypasta. He got us involved in that, and he's a really talented guy. He's got
Yeah.
some amazing content of his own. Mr. Creepypasta, and
We'll have to interview him.
what they did is they did a huge what is it called? Like a Halloween type thing,
Yeah.
a big Halloween thing in October, and a lot of different events and things, and they were taking people from one place to the next, and one of them was our show, and they came to our show, we did the whole thing, and
Wow.
the sad part is they had so much fun, they were told as they were getting ready to leave, we're going to a podcast next. And they got so hyped up already while they were at the show, and they didn't want to leave. They didn't want to go anywhere. They didn't want to go to the podcast. They
That's
wanted to
fair.
stay. Now you're telling me I'm super hype, and now I got to go sit in a chair and sit and watch a podcast the whole time? Man, I hope it was funny, because I felt bad.
Oh, well, I'm sure that.
But they all did a really good job. They did, though. Mr. Creepypasta and all of them, they did a wonderful job on that HorrorCon event stuff.
Incredible.
You guys should definitely check that out.
We'll have to go. We'll have to go this year. That'd be so neat. And hell yeah.
It is good.
So questions from the chat. Chilled. What kind of pizza do they want for tomorrow?
We've been kind of hooked on that spinach stuff.
Oh yeah, I love the spinach.
Let's chill.
Oh yeah.
Chill.
I love spinach
Hey,
pizza.
Order
Yes.
the spinach.
Yeah, the spinach
He's right
pizza.
up through my ceiling.
That's the best.
He's
With
right
Alfredo
here. He's
sauce,
right
right?
here.
Right.
Hey.
Is
You order the thing.
yeah. So I think it's
I need a broom.
spinach,
I need a
Alfredo
broom.
sauce. Alfredo sauce, I think, is really good with the spinach. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Y'all know
Oh.
what's up.
When we get toast, we drink a lot on Friday nights. Chill has been ordering pizza for us every Friday so far, and it's never been a disappointment. It's been a great.
Oh,
Gosh,
goodness. Well, y'all enjoy your pizza. Rage, if you could live in any virtual game, what game would you live in?
If I had to live in a virtual game,
Yeah.
If you guys had to live in a virtual game,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. Well, I don't know what the rules are, but depending on the rules
Yeah.
and how that goes, probably VRChat because
Yeah,
I
that'd be
can
neat.
do things here. you
That'd be
know?
kinda neat.
I wouldn't want to choose like Saw 2 or something. That
Could
would
you
just be
imagine living in the
screwed
Black Cat? Could you imagine living in the Black Cat?
Oh no.
What, imagine what that would do to your mental state, and like you would probably just become some kind of animal.
gosh.
You would probably revert back to like a monkey or something, you know, like an ape, and you just unga bunga all the time, right? Just smashing the walls.
That's the first map that I joined in when I got into VR, believe it or not. I joined VRChat as a joke. I don't know if I told you that.
Really? As a joke, huh?
I did. As a joke. I originally bought full body tracking to just play Blade and Sorcery. I'm guilty.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Then I was like, you know
Fair.
what? This anime looking game with these anime chicks with these weird ass tits and all these weird characters, I'm like, you know what? Let's check out that full body tracking. I bopped in there, got the full body going. I was like, all right, this is kind of cool. And I ended up at the Black Cat of all places.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where I was. And oh god, it was like an the first people I met was like an angry piece of toast and some SpongeBob character or something. I don't remember exactly, but it was from then on I started doing my voice thing and entertaining, and it was at that moment I realized, you know, this is kind of fun. They thought that was funny. I'm just going to keep doing it, and I haven't left ever since. And then here we are.
Wow, that's incredible.
I still have never been. I have never been to the Black Cat, and I'm too
Really?
scared to go.
You've never been to the Black Cat?
I've never been to the Black Cat because
That's interesting.
I got into VRChat late, and I got into VRChat because of that nerd right there. So
Man.
I have never been, and he doesn't take me to the Black Cat, and I hope he never does.
Yeah,
Well,
you
that's
wouldn't
not usually a
survive.
place you take anybody on a
Yeah,
date.
Very
you
good
would
reason.
you would not survive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm scared to go. I can't do it. I don't want to. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to see how long I
It's
can
definitely-
go without
it's
ever
definitely
going.
Yeah, I'll go perform. You know, I play a lot of ukulele here on VRChat, and sometimes
Oh, yeah,
I'm
definitely.
feeling like extra hype about myself, and I'll go to the Black Cat, right? Which it's
You
not
play
the best.
ukulele?
Yeah, I'll do that in VRChat most nights. Play
Did you
ukulele.
say Rage just messaged in the chat? Did somebody named Rage message in the chat?
Yeah, Rage has been
Is, she
here.
is that Rage from the Discord? Because she plays ukulele and she's really good at it.
Yeah.
You guys should definitely meet up sometime.
Yeah, they said hi.
I
They said
told-
hi.
I told her, I says, I'm going to make her a ukulele and put it in the mat.
Oh,
for
that'd
her.
be so sweet. Yeah. So I love ukulele.
I can't promise it'll play anything.
Oh, that's okay. I play a lot, actually, for fun. But I went to the Black Cat and played, and oh my gosh, the amount of insults you'll get. Like, dude thinks he can sing. Like, there's
a
so many.
a lot of uneducated, poor social skills in that place, for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But Odin, I saw you waving raising your hand. Did you have a question, or did you want to say something?
I was just waving.
Oh, okay.
He's stretching.
Oh my goodness.
How's it going?
That's a Someone just played a sound alert. What was that? A follow? The follow alert. It was just the perfect sound for you putting your arm around Punchy. That was hilarious. They said, hi, Dad. Said, hi, Dad.
Oh,
Zultana.
wait, that must be you.
Are you Dad,
I
Odin?
wanted Zul to
Is
be
Odin
on
Dad?
here, but she wasn't.
Is Odin Dad?
Rage is my VR
Odin
daughter.
claims Rage.
Oh, Odin's
Yeah.
daddy. Okay. That's cool. Hell yeah.
At least you can keep track of
I'm-
how many you have.
That's
I'm
sweet. You're
particular.
supporting
I get
your
random
papa.
strangers
For
every
every-
now and then.
Oh my
He's
She's
goodness.
come a long way.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
that's so sweet. Well, we're
Aw.
glad you're
I
here.
wish my dad was proud of me.
I'm proud of you, Moon.
Oh no.
Thanks.
What was that? Can we say that one thing you said about your mom that one time? And I said, I can be your mom.
What? What was that?
You were saying
don't
like,
remember
oh, I
what
really
that was.
appreciate you doing this because my mom wouldn't do that, and I was like, you can call me mom if you
Oh,
want.
right. Yeah, and I was like, no. Dude, he will use his dad voice with me sometimes, and I'm like, stop it. Knock it off. Stop it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, they'll get on to me every time I use my dad voice. I mean, I'm a dad, I have to get on to y'all sometimes.
Well, you're not my dad.
Fair. That's fair. That's fair. We did have another question.
Oh, someone has some daddy issues.
Uh-oh!
Yes, I do, actually.
Oh, she does. It's
It's
insane.
not obvious by the everything
Nothing
about
to be ashamed of.
Yeah, I found out my partner and most of my friends that I hang out with all have daddy issues, and I'm thinking that's the reason why they hang out with me some days, is because of that. So that's fair. Yeah.
It's neat that we can kind of virtually adopt each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Zultana, is that how you pronounce that? I think y'all might know them.
Yeah, that's it. You
that's
hit it on the
Zultana.
You
Yeah,
nail.
yeah,
You
they're
said
they're
that
awesome.
right the first time.
Perfect. They asked, when will the Halloween map full of horror skits be made?
Oh man.
Good question.
That's exciting.
question.
I have a lot of. I'm currently in the process of trying to finish up on some skits. It's hard because I'm trying to balance that world and the Halloween stuff that I'm trying to do, trying to balance the skits and the club thing that we were dabbling in. It's tough.
Wait, a club?
I'm hoping to get started on it before October. It's definitely going to take a few years to finish for sure, because it'll just keep adding stuff to it.
Of course.
But it'll be a new experience. I'll take everything that I've learned, all the mistakes that I've made, and I'll be able to try again, fresh, but in a more horror type aspect.
That's
Really
neat.
exciting.
That is.
I
really
promise
neat.
you though, when I do it, I'll make it something in VRChat that you've never experienced before. I don't like these worlds where you go walk around the back rooms and some two-dimensional monster comes screaming at you. I don't like that stuff. That's boring.
Yeah.
I'll make something good happen.
No, I get that.
If
Oh,
I'm scared of my own creation, it's good.
sorry about that.
Imagine
bad.
having an iPhone.
I literally put it on silent mode before. I don't know what happened just now. My bad. Leave me alone.
Imagine having an iPhone. Imagine. Skill issue.
I hate cell phones.
Goodness.
What, Pink?
Well-
What you looking at me for, huh?
We're gonna have a talk after this.
What you looking at me
Yeah,
for?
we're gonna.
Oh, yeah? Are we? Okay. All right, fine then.
Oh my goodness. Oh wait, you should also ask Odin what kind of wood he's made of. What does that mean? What does that mean, Odin? What does that mean, Odin?
It's mahogany.
It's mahogany.
Mahogany?
It's
Mahogany?
yeah, it's a little joke that I do because I'm the wood bot or whatever, and I'm just made of mahogany metal.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
it's
That's
awesome.
cool.
It's his own unique thing.
Yeah, 'cause,
that was one thing I think I forgot to mention.
Uh-huh.
I forgot to mention that because when people will actually come and ask me now, they're like, "Hey, how do I become a Y-bot?" And then I got to explain to them that I didn't do that. That's just a fan thing. You can do whatever you want. But I try to encourage them. I says, if you're gonna do it, let me at least give you the optimized version and try to just be yourself. Don't try to be like
Yeah.
any of them.
That's cool.
Create something that's you. You know
That's
what I
so
mean? And
neat.
he's mahogany. He's
I
made
like
of wood.
that.
We
He's
just
made
keep
of
him. He's just not any more than 3 feet near the campfire during the show. But
Oh, true. Is he gonna be Woody for your Toy Story stuff?
I think you're gonna be Buzz Lightyear, aren't you?
I do the Buzz Lightyear.
Were you the
thing.
Buzz
I
Lightyear last
threw
night?
I'm not sure.
When you were flying? Dude,
Yeah,
that was
yes,
so
I was.
funny. Dude, I got a video of that. Like, I was
They
recording.
decided to add that in there. They did that.
Yeah.
They did that randomly.
Oh, that was beautiful.
They
I was
just-
recording, and I
Improv
look over and I see Buzz Lightyear head, and I'm like, what? And I see you flying above me, and I'm like, oh, that's
If
hilarious.
you watch that skit again, you'll actually when the spaceship starts to open up, you'll see those little aliens, the claw, come out around
Oh,
you. Yeah,
beautiful.
you a lot
That's-
of people miss that, but it's there.
That's where my idea originated. When I saw the little alien dudes, I'm like, I need to put a
Yeah,
Buzz
that
here.
was perfect.
And
Oh
That
my
was
goodness.
amazing.
Oh my goodness.
When I finished the Toy Story skit though, I'm not sure who's going to participate. I might not even be in that one. I might
Yeah.
just kind of sit on the sidelines. I might just make it for them.
Okay.
And just make it possible for me to do. You know what I mean? I just
Cool.
want to see it for once from my perspective.
I like that a lot.
excited.
That is super neat. That's gonna be a lot of fun to watch.
yeah,
Tana, am I a
mahogany.
witch bot? Am I a witch bot? Yeah, I love your bot. I do love. I've always been a big witch fan, so I always thought that was super hot. By the way, so I love the witch stuff. Yeah, goodness, and I appreciate you being nice to me and Moon last night. I was telling me, I was like, aren't they so sweet? Aren't they so sweet? Oh my goodness. But looks like we're gonna wrap that up. Also, Rage said, "Punchy, we love you. We love you, Punchy." Awesome. We're gonna wrap this up, and again, thanks to JoshOsh and Punchy and Odin for coming out tonight. That was a lot of fun, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, this
Yeah.
was great. Honestly, I had a blast.
I'm so glad.
Sorry that
Thank
him and
you
I
guys
did most
for
of the
being our
talking. I didn't
first
mean for that to
guest.
happen.
Yeah. Thank y'all
We did
so
a lot
much.
of talking, but I feel bad. Next time we gotta get you guys to speak up more.
Oh no, everyone did great. Yeah. So thank y'all for being here and telling about yourselves. Actually, they talked a lot too when you stepped away or you crashed.
Good. See,
Yeah.
that was meant to happen. I
Yeah, it was
exploded
meant to
on
happen.
purpose.
Yeah, it was totally meant to happen.
Wasn't planned at all.
Exploded on
Yeah.
purpose.
Now we're gonna.
Oh shoot! I just realized I shouldn't have said it like that.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm
It's okay.
sorry.
No. So we're gonna close this out, but would you advertise yourselves one last time where you can find your socials? Talk about where they can find you, basically.
Oh, for sure. If you go to the Littlefoot Campfire World, you can see ads there. There's QR codes. You can search. You can go to Google and just search JoshOsh VR Adventures, and
Yeah,
it pops
easy
right
peasy.
up. You can the YouTube stuff and the TikTok stuff. That's just for fun. I wouldn't really. I mean, you can go check it out if you want, but it's more or less the show is what's most important. So if you join the Discord, and it's what do we set the age to? 16 and up or 15 and up? What was it?
It's
16 and up.
I just
16
joined
and
your
up.
guys' server.
Hey,
So it's 16 and up.
Yeah.
So it's basically family friendly, unless some of the voice chats get a little crazy. But we have an 18 plus for that purpose. But,
Yeah.
but yeah, join the Discord. We post the events just like everybody else does in their Discords. We try to keep it simple. So
I love that.
definitely check it out. I don't know if I'm missing anything. Am I forgetting something?
You can donate. You can
In either
donate to
case,
JoshOsh.
yeah, you can donate if you'd like.
We're going to put all those links in the descriptions too for the YouTube channel, everywhere we post this. So you guys will be able to find the Discord, the TikTok, Twitter, and a place to donate if you guys want to do that. Okay, so all that will be linked below.
That would be awesome.
Cool,
You
of
guys
course.
are great.
Of course.
I just updated your ads in the world today. By
Oh,
the way.
thank
They're there.
you. Yes, you guys are going to get to see
Oh,
our
I know.
ads in Josh's world, which is super unique. I love that. I really do appreciate it. And
The ad system just started, so I can't wait to go further with that. But right
Yeah, of
now, there's
course.
like a homeless guy that's holding your advertisement.
that's so unique. That's so funny.
Yes.
Yeah. So there was one that was so funny because like he does this, and then when you walk by, he's like moving with you.
He follows you.
He's following you.
Yeah, he's like, hey, come on,
He's
I'll make you
following you.
laugh.
That was funny.
Does it say food? Did I put food on there? Or cat?
We'll make you laugh for
I'll
food.
make you laugh for. I'll
Yeah.
make you laugh for food.
Dude, that was so funny. You're so funny. You put humor into every little thing, which I love. You know,
I'm trying.
It's hilarious. It's
Everything's got to
absolutely
be funny. We all just got humor is the way to go though. You know, even the offensive stuff. We can't be offended by stuff. It's comedy is designed to make you feel better, and even about the awful situations. So I think people should feel free to even joke about some of the most sensitive topics because it's just a joke. You know,
You're right.
You don't wish bad things on anybody. You
Of
don't
course.
wish. When you joke about things, you don't wish those things on anybody. You just don't hide those subjects and forget about them. The joking kind of helps us cope with them.
Of
Cope
course.
that they exist,
Of
make
course.
us laugh, make us enjoy those emotions. So, anyway, I should.
Well, thank you,
stop
Josh.
now.
Well, guys, you're fine. Well, that was the third episode of Pink FM with your host PinkKnight and Moon over there. You gonna tell them bye, Moon?
Bye, Moon.
Oh, and by these guys.
Damn.
She does that every time, and I'm trying to remember to not say
it.
that, but she does it every time.
You were so
Bye, Moon.
good because when you had me say hello, you were like wave to the camera, Moon, and I was waiting for you to say hello, Moon, so I could say hello, Moon, but you didn't say it, so you were so good, and then you messed it up.
Oh my gosh, Josh, Punchy, Odin, y'all say bye to everybody.
Take care, y'all.
Wonderful.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, and you guys will be able to find this on YouTube on the Pinktopia YouTube channel. The links will be posted in our Discord server. You guys will be tagged for that. You're also going to see. We're going to try to get this on Spotify here soon, but right now it's going to be YouTube.
Yes.
And yeah. So make sure to follow the Pinktopia TikTok, Instagram. You guys will see all this info on there too. And a big thanks to JoshOsh and his team for joining us today. And I will look forward to seeing y'all Friday's JoshOsh's Friday event. Is what time? Do you have a time set for that?
We do have a time set. If you get confused, it's set for your time zone. So if you look in the Discord, it'll show your time locally. But I live in the Eastern time zone in Ohio, so
Okay.
It starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time. However, you don't meet us up at the map. At 7 o'clock,
Okay.
we venture off into random worlds, grabbing new people. By 7:30, we're back at the world with a group of people, and then we begin. So
I like
some people like
that.
to tag along at
That's
the
neat.
dot, and then some people like to show up a little later. But I recommend not being late and just tag along.
Oh yeah, y'all
sure.
don't want to be late. It's incredible. Anyways, we're gonna get
We
off
can
here.
use you. It helps.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're gonna want to join their VR chat group, Pinktopia's VR chat group, and JoshOsh Adventures Pinktopia group, VR chat group, not Pink. They're You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the JoshOsh Adventures VR chat group. That will also be
links
linked.
to those so I can post them in our Discord. For
Oh,
you, too. I
thank
would
you.
Really like everybody to see
of
the
course.
stream and everything. Uh-oh, I just went blind again.
Oh, you're good. We're we're wrapping up
good.
anyways.
I'm sorry.
All right, bye everybody. We'll be
Interference.
back not next Thursday, right? The Thursday after, or are we doing next Thursday
No,
too?
please, God, no. Please, God.
No, we're doing a private event
Dude.
for you guys, aren't we?
Please, God, no.
One of those days.
Oh yeah.
What day
in
is
May,
it that we're doing a
right?
private event for them?
I did talk about
It's
it
next
earlier.
week,
It's
isn't it?
in May.
May the 25th, isn't
The
it?
25th. Yes.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
my
May the
bad.
25th.
next
It's
month,
private
that's right.
private Pinktopia event with JoshOsh, so that's gonna be
So
exciting.
if y'all want to tag along, join Pinktopia in order to tag along with them at the private event.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Peace out. Y'all have a good rest of your day and enjoy your weekend. And much love, y'all. Y'all take care. Bye, y'all. Everyone say bye. Bye.
Bye.